excited to be sitting down with this woman here today. Evette Mora is a speech language pathologist at National Teachers Academy and Kobe's newest friend. Just wait until you hear the story. But first, say hi to Evette Mora. Hi, Evette.
Hi, Evette.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Now, Val's going to tell her story, but I have to tell you first. Val used to joke a lot about Kobe running away, and when Kobe would dart out the door, she'd be like, "Bye, Kobe. See you later. Guess I'll never see you again." And it was kind of a running joke, but then the universe kind of smacked back. So go ahead, Val.
Yeah, so Friday, I decided the weather was decent and I was going to clean out the garage. And Kobe was at home with me. The kids were at school and he was out there with me for a second. Then my neighbor, Nikki, came over and I got distracted. And I was back and forth in and out of the house. So we were out there a couple of hours. So when it was time for us to close the garage, I go, okay, Nikki said, well, where's Kobe? I was like, oh, I'm sure he's in the house. So I went in and I called his name and I was like, that's weird. And I said, look around outside. And Kobe wasn't outside, nor was he in the house. And initially I kept thinking, oh, he's just in a neighbor's yard because, he likes our little neighborhood. He likes to just sit out and soak up some sun. We started scouring the neighborhood for an hour easily, and we could not find Kobe. And that's when it started setting in that I was like,
Kobe really ain't coming back.
Yeah. And I felt horrible, like horrible. Started crying, and I thought, like, what would we do without this little guy? And
oh, tissue.
I know, right? Because I've joked so much, and then I felt really, really, really bad. So Nikki said, well, let's check the Facebook page in our neighborhood. I didn't even know my neighborhood, since I've been in the city, has a Facebook page because I'm not that active. And so, sure enough, there was a picture of Kobe. And so I had called the police station, everything. And there was a picture of Kobe sitting in the front seat of a car and says, does anyone know the owner of this cutie? Well, you would think I'd have his tag on him, right? I had just bought a new collar, did not put the tag on. So nobody knew how to get in touch with me. Mm-hmm. And so that's where this beautiful woman comes in. And this is Evette. So Evette, you have to take it over from here because all I knew, it was somebody that posted said, my friend found Kobe, and you're the friend that found Kobe.
No, I first was just walking at my lunchtime to take my dog Luna out for a walk. And then I just saw this cute little dog come up to my dog and they wanted to play. But then Kobe was kind of a little bit scared after a while, so he was going close to the street. So I was like, oh my gosh, he can't cross the street. So I kind of distracted him to come away from the street. And then he kept walking away from us. So then I was like, I have to pick him up. So I picked him up.
He let you pick him up?
Yes, he finally let me pick him up.
You're too friendly.
Well, he's very civilized. You see the tie he has on. I mean, he's dressed for success. Go ahead.
But then my dog, Luna, wanted to play with him. So I had to go back to work. So I was like, what am I going to do? I have like 30 minutes before I go back to work.
And you're a speech pathologist at an elementary school?
Yes. So I took Kobe to my vet, and they scanned him for his chip. So they gave me the number to call call the number for the chip company, and then they told me that the numbers were not working for the owner. So then I was like, well, what am I going to do? The vet said they couldn't keep him to take him to animal control. And I was like, I can't take him to animal control. So then I took him to work with me, and he hung out with me in my office and then my friend posted a picture of Kobe on our neighborhood Facebook page, and your neighbor called my friend, and then you eventually called me, and you came to pick him up.
And I did, and this was, so what time did you first see him? Because I didn't get him until 3 o'clock.
Around 11:30.
Oh my word, he was missing for 4 hours?
Wow. Now, how was Kobe as a speech pathologist? Future now, or?
Well, actually, I wasn't seeing kids at the time when I was at work. I was just doing some notes. So he was just hanging out in my office. I gave him some peanut butter, some water. He was so well behaved. He was sitting on my lap. I was petting him. Really good boy.
Right.
Thank you.
But the Facebook page is huge for people that lose animals. What is the exact Facebook page that people can search?
Well,
it was just our neighborhood Facebook page that I posted because I didn't know what to do, what else to do.
Well, I am extremely grateful because my thing was, if I found a dog, I don't know if I would have the sensibility to take the dog to the vet. Obviously, I forgot about the microchip because the number's disconnected. So that's on my to-do list for this weekend is to make sure this microchip is updated, to get him tags for around his neck, and just make sure this never happens again. That was the lesson I learned, and of course, never to joke around about this little cutie pie. But I just appreciate everything. And I told you, because when you saw me, I was a mess, right? And I was like, we took this picture that I was very sad because I had till 3 o'clock before those kids came home because I probably would have been reported to DCFS if they found out that I had lost Kobe. I was not only sad about losing Kobe, but I was afraid of my children. I was afraid.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
and even with the happy ending, Zoe was still mad at me because she thought I was being irresponsible. So I am really thankful to you for people like you, Evette, and
You're
I
welcome.
wanted to show you how much and how thankful what you did for Kobe. You didn't know this, but we actually do a segment on the show called Make My Day.
Oh, okay.
So you made my day Friday, so I wanted to make your day, so I called up my friends at the Peninsula.
Oh my gosh.
And according to TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice Awards for 2019, they're the #1 luxury hotel in the U.S., and they're giving you a one-night staycation in a grand premier guest room along with dinner and cocktails at Z-Bar, which is one of the hottest bars in town right now.
Thank you.
Set above Chicago's iconic Michigan Avenue.
Thank
So
you
this
so
is for
much.
you. And it's a pet-friendly hotel, so you can take your dog, Luna.
thank
Yeah.
you
Thank you so much.
Or if Kobe wants to hang out with you.
Yeah, you can start babysitting Kobe if you like.
Sure, I'll do it. But I also got you a gift too. So you'll see when you open it.
Okay.